Picture this. A talented engineer gets offered a promotion. Within 24 hours, she's compiled a 47-point analysis of why it won't work. A writer with a book deal spends 3 years researching instead of writing. A man interested in someone at a party runs 14 conversation simulations in his head, all ending badly, and never approaches. These aren't stupid people making stupid choices. These are smart people being held hostage by their own minds. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Intelligence isn't always an advantage. Sometimes it's the very thing that keeps you stuck. We've been sold a lie about intelligence. We're told smart people make better decisions, see opportunities more clearly, build better lives. But when it comes to actually doing things, taking risks, starting relationships, changing careers, high intelligence often works like a security system designed to keep you exactly where you are. Not because smart people are cowards, but because intelligence gives you a powerful tool, the ability to construct convincing arguments for inaction. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that people with higher cognitive ability are more susceptible to confirmation bias. They're better at building elaborate justifications for whatever they already believe. And what many smart people believe, deep down, is that they need to protect their identity as a smart person. Let's talk about some of the defensive patterns. A smart person approaches a new opportunity. Immediately, their mind generates a crystal-clear image of mastery, then compares their current self to that image. The gap is enormous, threatening, so they don't start, or they quit early, or they spend years preparing. But here's what's really happening. If you never truly try, you never truly fail. Your intelligence remains untested. You can always tell yourself, I could have been great at that if I'd really committed. Carol Dweck's research revealed that people who view intelligence as fixed actively avoid challenges that might expose limitations. The threat isn't failure, it's what failure might reveal about their worth. Smart people make simple things complicated. Someone suggests online dating. Within minutes, they've constructed an elaborate critique of modern romance, algorithms, the commodification of intimacy, evolutionary psychology. Notice what happened. A simple action, create a profile, go on dates, just got buried under intellectual complexity. This transforms a vulnerable act into an intellectual exercise. One requires emotional risk, the other showcases intelligence while requiring nothing. Smart people respond to uncertainty by gathering more information. Always more information. One more article, one more perspective. This feels productive. But Barry Schwartz's work on the paradox of choice reveals the trap. Beyond a certain point, more information doesn't improve decisions, it paralyzes them. Analysis creates the illusion of control. If you're still researching, you haven't failed yet. You're in the comfortable space of potential. But the moment you act, you collapse possibilities into one concrete reality that might not match your vision. A smart person considers asking for a raise. Their mind generates a vivid scenario. The boss says no, looks disappointed, questions their judgment, starts monitoring performance, maybe fires them, they can't find another job, lose their apartment. These are defensive patterns, costing you opportunities. That job you'd be great at? You didn't apply because you fixated on the one qualification you lacked among 15 you possessed. You miss relationships. You've been on dating apps for 2 years, but haven't gone on a date because nobody matches your compatibility framework. You miss growth. You stick with what you're already good at because branching out means being a beginner again. Research from Kelly McGonigal shows that chronic avoidance of meaningful challenges correlates strongly with depression and anxiety. Not because challenge is good, but because avoiding what matters creates disconnection from your own life. You become a spectator of your own potential. Recognize the pattern. When you catch yourself constructing elaborate arguments against action, pause. Ask, is this wisdom, or is this my intelligence protecting my identity? The tell is emotional. Defensive patterns feel heavy, anxious. Genuine wisdom feels clear. Separate your worth from your intelligence. Your value isn't dependent on always being right or impressive. Kristen Neff's research shows that self-compassion during failure makes people more likely to take productive risks. Deliberately do something you're bad at. Be a beginner. Notice that your worth remains intact. Redefine intelligence. Real intelligence isn't having all the answers before you start. It's learning and adapting as you go. Angela Duckworth's research on grit reveals that achievement has less to do with raw intelligence and more to do with persisting through difficulty. Build tolerance for uncertainty. Practice small. Order something new without researching it. Start a conversation without planning it. Send the email before perfecting it. Focus on process over outcome. Instead of "will this work?" ask "will this teach me something?" The first question triggers defense. The second opens possibilities. Intelligence is a gift, but one of the most common misuses is turning it into a defensive mechanism, a way to protect yourself from the vulnerability of living. The smartest thing you can do is recognize when your intelligence has become the obstacle, to see the brilliant arguments your mind constructs for what they are, protection mechanisms. And then, despite your intelligence screaming about everything that could go wrong, to do the thing anyway. Not because you're certain it will work, but because you're no longer willing to let fear, dressed up as intelligence, make your decisions. Your intelligence is powerful enough to create any reality you want. The question is, will you use it to build a prison or a launch pad?